that you could, for example, have the power within one night to bring 75 years of time, or any length of time. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes.
Real What is going on, traders? Let's go. I was trying to find us a funny video today with Kramer crying about Meta. If you guys can find that video, let me know and throw me out a link and we will check it out. Man, I hope everyone's having a pretty good trading day so far. The bell literally just rang about a minute ago. What's up, Justin, Christian, Rick, Evernight, Jason, Joe, Manny, and Jamie? Let's go. Veery Golf, what's up? Long time no see, Veery. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody out there is enjoying themselves so far. We're seeing Tesla start to hold support at 263.30, running back up towards 265, which, oh, my book map closed, darn it. If my book map was open, we would see that Tesla has a huge stack of sellers at 265, and I'll bet you that we just about hit it there today. Let's go look at that SPY again. Okay, let's open up our workspace. We'll just do empty, make it simple. Throw Tessie on here. All right, come on, SPY. How you doing today? Starting to come back up, making new yearly highs, guys. If it breaks the pre-market high here, we're at a new yearly high. Looks like my charts are all types of messed up today. Got to refresh everything. Hang on. They decide to lag as soon as the stream starts. There we go. Neo's going crazy, Joe said. Is it? Come on, Neo, please be green. That's not too crazy, Joe. I was expecting more than that. Oh, man. I'll take it, though. You had me excited. You had me thinking it was up like 5%. Here's Tesla looking good, though. Come on, Neo. Get up there for us. Joe, are you swinging some Neo? If you are, let me know. Had a lot of fun big money plays on Neo lately. There's 3 now. 3 of these big money plays are coming in play. The 6 strike calls for February. 5 million bucks thrown into that. That is just nuts, guys. 5 million into the 6 strike calls. That is something else. Like, holy shit. Strong on Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's still looking good, guys. Look at the daily on it. Looks awesome still. Still breaking out good above the trend. Holding well, holding higher. Man, it's starting to look pretty darn good. You know what they say, X marks the spot. It's almost bouncing on the X, which is funny. Right where 2 trends kind of meet each other. That's good for you, Tesla. Keep it up. Let's look at the 1-minute chart. There we go. If you guys didn't see, it was actually snowing by me yesterday. I have some pictures in Discord of the backyard with the snow. Pretty beautiful out there. I think they said it snowed like 2 to 3 inches, but it didn't stick very well because it was so hot the past week. It was literally like 60 degrees last week. On Thursday or Friday, it was like 60. Or high 50s or something. Coin's on fire. Nice, Coinbase coming back alive. Thank God. I thought this was going to be a Debbie Downer this morning. I saw it dipping down in pre-market, and I was like, oh no, that's going to make everyone pissed. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there just swinging random calls on Coin and Mara and those types of stocks. Definitely not you guys, but just in general. I'm sure a lot of people were angered by this drop this morning. I'm sure a lot of people were buying up at the top. How's SE looking? C Limited trying to come up. Look at the watch list really fast. XPEV, Penn Gaming's up almost 5% today. Let's go, Penn. What happened with them? Wow, nice one, Penn. Pushing towards new highs of the year again. Let's go. Let's go, Penn. I like it. We've been holding Penn shares for a while, ever since they announced the Bet ESPN deal that they're doing with Disney. I thought that was pretty badass to see, so keep it up, Penn. Keep moving those shares higher. 26.32 right now. My average price on Penn is 22.30, so we're pretty high off that level. We'll take it. Good job, Penn. It did fall under my level for a little bit. You know, we had to hold through some weather, a little bit of a storm there, down to like 19 bucks, and then let it rip back. But it's hard to catch the bottoms. And that's another good example. Like, you can't always catch it right on the bottom, but you can get close. I probably entered like there, like right here somewhere. Good job, Pen. How's Microsoft? I see Prerit says it's looking great. Says jumping. Oh, it was. It was. Now it's coming back a little bit over the past 2 minutes or so. What's up, Amber? Hey, Sean says XPEV. Yeah, they're actually leading the way on my watch list. I wish Neo would start to move like XPEV's moving. Wow, look at that. Coming off support really well. This one's kind of tempting me, guys. Can't lie. On December 19th, somebody entered XPEV 15 strike calls for April of 2024. The stock price is getting very close to the price that it was when they bought those calls. So, getting a little bit closer to that good level for them. Hey, Tank Daddy. Hope you're having a good day. Always like that one.
All right.
Whoa, Matthew, what's up? Is Tilray popping off? What's going on? 226 on Tilray right now. Man, their chart's starting to get slow as hell. Not a fun looking chart, that's for sure. How's PLNH? Yeah, same thing, even worse on the chart. MSOS, it's a little bit better. A little bit. CGC probably looks fine. No, even they have low volume lately. Wow. All the MJ stocks, low volume. Charts look kind of whack. This is what the penny stock charts used to look like when I traded those in like 2015, 2016. Used to look terrible like this. All right, Boeing, what are you doing in the channel here? It's bouncing off 260 again and still holding up into this channel. Are you kidding me, Boeing? Oh my God, get out of the channel. Damn it. This thing's stuck. It's good though, because I guess you can keep trading it up and out of the channel, but man, it's getting weird. All right, Spy. Here you go. Come on, let's go push up towards those highs. Let's go check in on Tesla. Oh, they turned over a little bit. Back under pre-market support around 263.30. Starting to fall back under there, which was a big area from yesterday too. It was a huge intraday resistance, and once it broke this morning, it really ran off, but coming back down now a little bit. Guess what I bought yesterday, guys? It's not for me, it's a gift. But wait till you guys see it, you guys are gonna laugh. It's the things that are banned right now, which is funny. Here it is. Got one of these banned devices here for somebody. I was like, you know what? It's for sale. Why not? Why not? I didn't get it here though. Not on this website, but I was like, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, Taru. The news was they unbanned it. Yeah, but the problem with it is that they unbanned it, but then on the website you still can't buy it, which is annoying. Like, look at that. Now I turned it off. Let me get back on there. So look at this. It still says unavailable, and like if you go down here and you try to like buy it, hang on. No trading. Buy. See how like just nothing shows up for it? It just doesn't work. Like, so you go to click continue to pay and it just won't let you. Kind of sucks. I was hoping that they would redo the selling pretty quick, but or like restart it. Wait, what's this one? New. Oh, that's the one I'm on, I guess. Do you guys like the color though? That is the color I got. I'm gonna put something in the chat. All right, Tesla. Speaking of that though, how is that stock? Hey, they're doing pretty good today. Not far from the tree, huh? Bouncing intraday right around 194.25. Nice little pop back up today, that's for sure. We'll take that. Big resistance here around 194. Surprised it broke so easy. I know 195 is pretty big if we go look on the book map again. Subscribe here. Let's go. Let's just look at Tesla real quick while it's up. Let's see 265. Yeah, so right now there's around 62,000 shares stacking up at 265. So definitely keep 265 on the radar today for Tesla. It'll be a big area overhead, as you can tell on Bookmap. But what I'll say is there's not a lot of stuff under us here down to 260. Seems like there's a lot of pressure down, but looking in the short term, how there's like a little bit brighter underside here. Maybe it'll push us back up, but tough to say here with Tesla. I feel like it's going to be at the mercy of the overall market today. I was really hoping the overall market would start to run back up, but it's not getting any type of good momentum really back up at all. We got to look at these individual stocks today, like Penn and XPEV and stocks like that are getting that good momentum. XPEV is still looking pretty fire today. I mean, still going off. And yes, this one was actually a big money play a little while ago. Like I said, December 19th. Hang on, let me get an arrow up to where that date is. I don't know what I just did by accident, but I hope I didn't ruin anything. Sometimes you ruin stuff like that. Like I right click and accidentally did something to it. What did I click? It's getting back up to that same price that the big money bought at though on XPET. Intraday, hopefully it keeps running though. Got to go back to Penn though. That's one of my favorite stocks here. I hold them, so of course I'm going to be excited for them running today. Neo's up 3% now. Keep it up, Neo. Man, Joe, now it's starting to get higher. Running up into the 940 resistance. Come on, Neo, let's go. Yeah, it's pretty good, though, on Neo. Liking that run now, Joe. Definitely happier. Definitely happier now.
Why not in defect?
Pretty good move. There it goes, guys. Still going. Breaking out now. 945. Broke resistance. Nice. Come on. Let's go. Keep it up, Neo. How much more can you get? Love it, Neo. Hell yeah. Hell to the yes. Man, he's GIF in Discord. How the hell did they get this? Look at this GIF, guys. Neo actually has quite a bit of GIFs on here for some reason. Sometimes I'll search for a funny GIF and it won't be there, and I'm like, what? But then they have stuff like that always. China. Yeah, Sean. It's China. We all know about China. We're gonna do a little compilation on China here, guys.
Let's say China. China.
China. China.
China.
China.
China.
China.
China. China.
China.
You go over to China. 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 You take China.
China.
China. I love them. China. 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 I have to have my China. China. China because China. China. China.
What did he just say? I have to have my China? Hang on.
China. I love them. China. 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 I have to have my China. China. China because China. 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 China.
This is just 3 minutes of China. I'm not kidding. Apparently, it's just 3 minutes straight of just China. But hey, I'll take China right now. That was funny as hell, Sean. Oh, you had me thinking of that. Yeah, good job, Neo. Keep it up, China. Even the other China stocks like Baba are doing a lot better today, I'd say, even than Neo. I mean, Neo's ran it open, but Baba had like a big gap up today. Now, Neo's up a better percentage, but Baba had like a... Just because Baba's a little bit slower, maybe, it just had that bigger move going on. I have to have my China. Kathy says, AMD just hit high of day. Do you think it'll go higher? Let's see, AMD. You know, I think it could. There's a good chance. It has a nice double top, though, at 147.30. I would say you make that break before just looking bullish here, but I think it can break. I think it'll end up running a little bit higher, hopefully. SPY got really, really close to highs, right around 477.35, 477.50. Really close, and then it rejected, so maybe it's just pushing a few stocks down, like AMD. Look at Apple. It even has the same setup as AMD. Nice double top going on. What about Tesla? All right, at least they look all right. Neo's going to have a mind of its own, so that's good. China. It's so funny you guys made me cough. Hang on, guys, one sec. Yeah, the human body was not made for cold weather. Woo. I'd much prefer the hot. Boy. Jason said, play it again. We used to have a cat named China. She loved that Trump video, would go nuts hearing it. Are you serious, Sean? You had a cat named China. That's a disservice to cats everywhere, Sean. That is a disservice to cats everywhere. You're naming them after the one country that eats them. And no, maybe they don't really eat them. I don't know. I've had buddies who are in the military, though, and they swear, they've told me that they've ate it. Like, they ate it, and they said it was good. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And they said that they swear to God that they eat that stuff there. And I was like, are you serious? They said they're dead nuts serious. So, I don't know. The guys who served over there were telling me this, so... I can't believe you had a cat named China. That is something else. All right, XPev. Keep it up for China. Let's go. Move up to 1478. Let's get a breakout going. Man, he said McDonald's is ripping. Oh my gosh. Sean, we've totally let go of our... McRibs, haven't we? Oh, Sean. Oh gosh, guys. Sean told me why the cat's named China, but I'm not allowed to say. Oh no. We'll just let your guys' imaginations run on that one, but Boeing is breaking down under support here, Sean. What's going on? Support is breaking right now. Gosh. It's giving out. Go ahead and watch out. It's been stuck in this channel for a while with Boeing. If it breaks under like 259, it's going to be a good breakdown, so. All right, Boeing, what are we going to do here? Oh, sheesh. Play that again, Jason said. I'll play it in a little bit. I'll play it in a little bit. We'll get it going in a minute here. YouTube's probably gonna shadow ban me for that. For China. All right, Citigroup looking pretty good today. The banks are still looking fairly good, you know, popping off towards recent highs, which is nice. Let's see how Apple's looking. Nice, nice. Now, there is an auction today. Here's some news for today. There is a 7-year note auction at 1, but it's not going to be as important as the other ones have been. At least in my opinion, it won't be, but still big. But come on, how's U.S. Steel? You know, U.S. Steel's been holding up pretty good. Look at that. Had that big pop as they got bought out. You know, I forgot the buyout number. I can't remember the share price. Was it 55 or 54? Maybe something like that. It's not too bad though. Not too bad. Go check out Palantir. Has a decent support around 17 on the daily, so gonna have to eye that up on an intraday basis. It's like stuck in a channel lately. The good news is it's like in the middle of the channel and these stocks are doing pretty good today. So I'm not saying to just run out and dip buy it just because of that, but it's looking pretty decent here. You know, if you've been looking at Palantir, it's kind of on that mid-range support. Maybe a push towards 18 today could be in the cards if these stocks start to continue to move up. They were doing pretty good this morning. How's gold and silver? Let's see, GLD, SLV, not too much today. Nothing overly crazy yet. And Mark said, I'd like to vote for no video. I figured. I figured there'd be some people out there that would just hate it. So that's why I didn't want to play it again. I always like the funny stuff on here though. Whether it's him or whether it's Biden or Pelosi or anybody, if it's funny, oh boy, I'm gonna play it. Hulk smash the like button. Let's go, Xbox. I wish they would make a video like that about Biden saying China. Biden saying China. Maybe they have one of him. That'd be kind of funny. Uh-oh. Nope. Don't see nothing there. What the? It's funny, they just keep popping up with funny stuff. I have to have my China money. That's right, China money coming into play here. Let's go look at BABA. Yeah, nice. Baba's still looking pretty decent today overall. What about JD and Baidu? Nice. JD had a good run at open. We'll take that. All these other stocks generally ran in pre-market, but XPEV and a couple others were popping off pretty good at open here. Nice. How's Penn? Nice, 5.8%, still holding up pretty high. Wow, looks like it might actually go again. Keep it up, Penn. Get another break. It's up so much today, I doubt it goes too much more, but this candle and this move is definitely above the average. Yeah, it's like double or almost triple the average right now. It doesn't mean it can't go more, but really nice. Look at that support that I marked in green with the arrows, guys. I was talking about buying it up off this support a little while ago. That would have been a great time to buy in. I think I actually threw this on here on one of the streams a while ago, so you could go back and look on, like, you know, the 7th or the 8th of December. Oh, actually, that's like right when my daughter was born, so probably not, but actually, you know, I should have been live on Thursday and Friday that week. Pretty sure I was. Tesla update. Yeah, for sure, Spencer. Has been a minute since we looked at it, hasn't it? And they've been starting to trend lower. They broke 263. They failed to break at 265 again, falling all the way down to 263. We need to watch now for 260 support once again. Remember earlier we looked at the book map on Tesla. There wasn't really too much down under, but there was a lot of resistance overhead. So I'm gonna really watch this 260 support coming up. Hopefully it can hold, but definitely a bad pullback back down into the range from yesterday, because it broke out above the range great in pre-market. And then it ran all the way up to resistance. Like, honestly, that's where I would have been looking for it to run if it ran up today. Or, you know, recently. As in, like, over the past 30 minutes, but it only had that one move. It opened real quick, hit resistance, and bam, right back down. A&D almost hit 147.50. Wow, they're still going though. Wow, AMD kept it up. Nvidia's not doing anything. What about Qualcomm or MU? Qualcomm looks pretty good intraday. There's a nice triple top here it's sitting at. That could be a good breakout potentially. MU's not doing anything. What about MRVL? Oh, not bad. AMD definitely looks the best though. What a run. It's only up 0.87% too. So there could be more room here. It sucks that Tesla's falling over the way it is, though. Let's see, Apple. Yeah, even Apple's falling down. Microsoft. Tesla. What about Amazon? AMZN, nice. Right back down to support at 153. It's been stuck in a range, kind of like Boeing. You know, I can't believe how stuck some of these stocks have been. Let's go look at oil here. How's the oil looking? It had a pretty rough morning, I saw, down to $73 or so. Go look at the daily on crude here, starting to trend back down a little bit. We're looking for on crude oil here. As it starts to trend down slightly, I'm looking for like a support hit and then a nice move back up through 76. That's what I'm kind of looking for here. Looking for that with ZOM as well. ZOM needs to hold like right around 100 or so. Get that pop back. Really what we're looking for. Hopefully I can close ZOM next year, so I don't have to pay taxes on it. If it pops off today. God, those taxes get annoying, guys. Really, really annoying. Especially like when you just keep your money in the market, you know. Good morning. Sorry I'm late to the party. No problem, Mike. Thanks for being here. Let's go. SM says, good morning, Tom. Please update on Coinbase. For sure. Let's go look at it. COIN on the daily chart. Definitely getting to that euphoric type of level up here. Today, it started to have a pretty true pullback. That was pretty rough this morning in pre-market. Ever since open, it started to come back. This is a stock we need to be very, very careful with short term. It's good for scalping. Like if you can identify a good area of support and you can buy it up right off support, or for example, you know, the high yesterday and this morning is right around like 188. If you see it start to break 188, maybe a quick scalp there or something could be a good idea. But generally, buying and holding Coinbase right now is going to be a very, very rough thing to do. Mike and myself were looking last night on the live Q&A, and you can actually sell some options on like Mara and Riot and others at like the 100 strike and 125 strikes and shit. Like this stock is $30. You could sell the 125 strike that expires in January and make a pretty decent amount of money for it. It's pretty rare that, you know, you get an opportunity like that, but it's because there's so much euphoria and just the move is so parabolic. But keep in mind, I'm talking about selling those options. A little bit advanced. If you guys would like to learn more about that, make sure you join up on, well, make sure you join the trading floor in the Discord so that you can get access to the live Q&A sessions and everything like that. If you're not yet in the Stocked Up trading floor, check out the link I'm sending in the chat. Use code 2023 for a little first month discount, and it will save you some money. But yeah, we do live Q&As every Wednesday. You guys can ask us any questions that you want. Last night was pretty fun. Talking about those fun stocks. What would you say people should get in on Disney dip on this dip with crypto stocks like Mara? No, I would definitely say not, King. That is way too overextended. There's going to be a lot of people who get, to put it nicely, okay? They're going to get royally screwed over, okay? A few people. And trust me, I want to use worser words than that. They're going to get, like, fucked hard. Some people are on these stocks, like Mara and Riot and Coinbase. When these stocks start truly coming back down, there's going to be so many poor souls stuck in here at the top with, like, some crazy calls. It's going to be rough, you know, for quite a few people up here at the top. Now, it's been going great, and I think on a day-by-day basis, like if you're looking to do day trading with scalps, then that's fine. Like if you're gonna buy something like Mara, and you're gonna try to day trade it, like let's say you're gonna buy it right now, and you're gonna try to hold it for like 30 minutes, and then buy it after it runs up above 30 or something, fine. You know, that's a great trade right now. But would I buy this and hold it into tomorrow? Hell no. Look at that move this morning. Imagine buying this stock yesterday towards close or buying options on it and then looking today. I mean, you're talking like utter annihilation. So let's just say it was like, let's say you bought the 32 strike calls that expire. We'll say that they expire, you know, just to give you the benefit of the doubt, January 5th, like next week. All these calls are getting like crushed right here. Like the 32 strike is down like 18%. And the other ones are down even more. I'm actually surprised how big these spreads are on this, considering how popular the stocks are, but yeah, I would say at this point, it's to the point of becoming day trades only. You know, a swing could work, but in reality, this is where people are going to start to get really screwed over. Nice. Penn Gaming just continues to rip up for us. I'd love to see that. Yeah, so glad I didn't hold my Mara yesterday. Nice, Amber. Sean said he got the whole trading floor subscription paid today with 3 plays. It's a no-brainer. Nice, Sean. That's awesome. Just 3 plays. That's pretty damn good. But sometimes it could even be with 1 play. You know, it's, you know, once you see the yearly. But yeah, check it out, guys. Seriously, check out that link. Link helps me out a little bit too. Shows Mike I'm doing something out here. If you use that one. So definitely do that. All right, how's Tessie? Come on, Tesla update time. Oh, and Spencer's asking about Tesla right then. Would you cut Tesla calls if it dropped below 260? I mean, it really depends on the expiration, but yes, I probably would, because that is just such a major support. Now, you might want to give or take like like 50 cents here. Like, you might want to look at 259.50. But for the general sense of things, yes, I would cut this as support breaks, especially if it's a short-term play. Like, for example, if you were buying calls like this morning or something, I would definitely let it go. Now, I mean, you know, honestly should have let it go a while ago, but that support breaking at 263 was pretty big. I was really hoping it would just hold that level from yesterday, but nope, it did not, and it turned right back through. Yeah, where you entered, Spencer, and the expiration and everything, it really comes into play too. SM Bot's calling out Penn calls. Hell yeah, it is. Penn's on fire right now, man. Love to see that. The 1 minute chart looks great. Up to like 26.50. Man, it looks awesome. Does anybody out there play Escape from Tarkov? I know that there's been an update on the game and everyone's hyping it up now again. Let me know how you guys like this wipe, they call it. Such a good game. Those guys who make that game deserve a reward. But Penn Gaming, 2660. Nice. Still continuing here. Starting to break out. SM Bot's calling it out. Let's go. Let's get it on there. Good job, Penn. Beautiful. Zom's just slowly chopping away on us here. I'm kind of hoping oil can start to move up as we head into the new year. Maybe bring Zom and some of the oil stocks back up a little bit. Just so you guys know, there's some fake Mannies going around Discord right now. Just so everybody's aware, you know, don't think that, you know, don't get scammed by a fake Manny now. Come on. Gotta be smarter than that. But just wanted to make everyone aware, because it is going around a little bit through there, so. Be careful out there. I want to play Escape from my job. Yeah. I know, Corbin. I feel you. How's Unity? They make Escape from Tarkov. Well, it runs on this engine. They don't make it, but bouncing around off 42. Figured I would just look at it real quick. How's PFE? Whoa, Pfizer popping off well today. What's up with that? They're starting to come back on the daily a little bit. Wow. Just wanted to say, guys, DIS, Disney, is becoming a good stock to buy off the lows. It's still dipping down a little bit. I'm just letting you guys know because it's down around my average price. So still wanted to throw this out there for the longer term. It's still at a great price, in my opinion. You guys could average in here around 90, maybe get in more around 85, and then 80 if it gets there. Just keep averaging in and get that price low, but sitting in a fairly good price at the moment. Not too bad. Is there any fake mics? Well, yeah, I mean, there's like hundreds of fake mics. There's fake everybody's in Discords, James. There's been fake mics, fake Toms, fake Hunters, now fake Mannies. Like, like, who's next? Fake Ticks? I mean, it's crazy. When you get a fake persona on Discord, you know you've made it. Yeah, trust me, I wish that was the case, Amber. A fake persona on Discord. Fake Masons. Yeah, there's been a couple fake Masons too. But now there is a real Mason that'll try to message you quite often as well, but there is fake Semsem too. Well, that just means you made it. I guess. Nice, though. Disney's having a fairly good day. I'll take that. Kind of wish it was down, though. Pen's still going, guys. Look at that. Oh, you're just kidding. Good morning, Jane. Coming back in with the cats. Does Mike offer a mentorship program? Yeah, James, there's actually a few different things that we do where you could have access to Mike. So you have stat modeling, which will give you access to the trading floor. And, you know, you guys, you can ask us questions in there anytime that you want, James. So, like, this link that I'm sending here, this one will give you access to the trading floor, the private chat. You can access that anytime you want. Now, there is a more expensive option that we have called the Advanced Options course. Now with this, you'll actually have unlimited access to private message Mike whenever you guys feel like it. So you guys can like message him or, you know, even like talk with him a little bit, maybe, you know, do a one-on-one session or something, maybe get his phone number so you can text him or whatever you guys work out. But you'll have access to Mike throughout that subscription, the Advanced Options course. It's a one-time payment, and you also will get the Advanced Options course, which is awesome. It's for advanced traders who are looking to take that next step and really advance themselves. But just keep in mind, you know, Mike does a lot of high dollar type of plays, more advanced plays. So if you guys aren't into selling options and stuff, you know, that's something that you guys will want to learn. And it'll be an awesome thing for you to get that Advanced Options course if you're already, you know, fluent on like normal options and stuff like that. If you're a beginner, you know, the Advanced Options course is not made for you. It's more of for more advanced traders, but yeah, you can have access to him in that way. Do yearly subscribers get it? No, it's totally different, Jane. The Advanced Options course is totally different, but you have access to Mike in the SM chat if you you know, if you want to like ask him questions and stuff like that there. Totally have access in that type of format. But the Advanced Options course will give you more like one-on-one with Mike. Sell Mara puts, to be exact. I just opened a position to sell Mara. Nice. Sell Mara puts. Wait. Why are you selling the puts? Oh no, Jane. Oh man, I hope you know what you're doing, Jane. If you sell a put too close to the high up here, that could be rough. I don't know what strike you're going with. I'm praying you're going with like the 20 strike or something. You should be selling the calls that Mike was talking about on the live last night, Jane. Were you on the live Q&A last night, Jane? Oh man, the 28 strike. Jane, that means you could get stuck holding shares at 28. That is, oh man. Yeah, be careful, Jane. Yeah, just be a little careful with that, Jane. You generally only want to sell puts on something that's like on a big dip or on something that's low, generally. Like, for example, when Mara was like in this range, this was the time to sell puts. Now that Mara's up this much, it's like time to start selling calls up here. If you sell this 28 strike put and Mara goes like down to 24 and just starts dipping, you're going to be stuck in there at 28, and you could end up losing like 50% pretty quickly if this thing pulls back. But maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just keep going for you, but I would definitely be a little bit wary of that. You know, like selling puts right now, like Disney is pretty awesome to sell puts on, because like it's down around support still. It's pretty low in the general scheme of things. Maybe look at like PayPal. You know, like it's been coming up, but it's still like fairly low in the grand scheme of things. Like maybe you could sell like the 60 strike put. That would be like a lot safer, a lot better of a play. Would be to start selling puts on something like Disney or PayPal or something like that that is down here around a decent support or something. Yeah, actually, so Jane, I'll just go over this really quickly with you. On the live Q&A last night, you can actually sell right now like the 125 strike calls on Mara. You can just sell them to open, and whenever you do that, you'll get paid like 40 or 50 bucks by January 19th, and all this stock has to do is just stay under 125. Now it's 50 bucks per contract. So, you know, if you did 5 of them, you would get 5 there. And if you do lose and the stock goes over 125 somehow, well, then you're actually going to be holding short shares at 125. So then when it comes down, you'll win when those shorts start winning, you know, so. Xbox, we're talking about selling puts. Yeah, there's definitely a big difference between selling puts to open and buying puts to open. Of course there's a big difference, Xbox. You should know that by now, man. You've been here for a while. But yeah, there's definitely a huge difference. It's essentially like saying that you're shorting the put, so you just want the stock to go up then, essentially. Xbox is really... If you sell a put to open, you want that stock generally to go up. If it goes down and it goes under the strike you sold, you pick up shares at that strike. So like, let's say we're doing Mara right now, and I sold the 20 strike put for January 19th, and on January 19th, it's at 18 bucks. I'm gonna have to grab however many shares at 20, and it's 100 shares per contract. So I would have to grab those shares at 20 or pay the difference so I didn't have to grab the shares, but then you're kind of paying a big loss and it's not really worth it, because at that point you'll want to pick up the shares. But if you buy a put, hell yeah, you want that thing, you want that stock to drop. And right now, like if you bought a Mara put at 28 strike, you want it to go under 28, and then that'll make you really win. But when you sell puts, it's good though sometimes if the stock, like let's say you want to get shares of Disney and you want to sell a put, you might sell the 90 strike put because you want to get shares. Like you're kind of hoping that it goes under 90, maybe to like 88, because you'll get paid to buy those at 90. You know, that's the big thing. You're getting paid to pick up shares at whatever strike you sell. Essentially, that's the way to think about it. Real slow, I'll say it again. You're getting paid to pick up shares at a lower price than today. So if you want shares on a stock, you simply just sell puts on it, because you're getting paid to grab it at a lower price. And why, if you're going to buy it today, why not try to get it at 90 or 88 or 85? You know, and sometimes you'll say, well, Tom, you might miss the move. That's true. So maybe buy 100 shares and then sell one contract or something. You know, you can also use this to average in, because you could sell like the 90 strike put and then the 85 and then the 80. So now, like if Disney goes down and let's say it just goes to the mid-range, you're collecting the shares from these strikes, which will make your average like 87, and then you're gonna also get paid premium, which brings your average to like, let's just say like then 85, because you're getting premium from all those too, and you're getting premium from the lower one that it never hit. So now your average is like 84 after you're adding in the premium. So now your average is real low, and once Disney starts ripping back up, you know, you can start to take advantage of those shares getting higher. It's a little advanced, but honestly, it's not too bad. I'm still trying to learn. If I tried to sell to open with no contract held already, I can't go through my account, won't let me. Okay, well, you're gonna need to get level 3 options then, Xbox. You're gonna have to maybe upgrade your account to like level 3, or for example, if you go to also sell, if you try to sell a put contract to open, you also have to have the capital behind it to keep it going. So like, you're gonna have like the 90 strike, you know, continue to go there. So that 90 strike is pretty important. Try to sell to open. Yeah, so if you're doing like the 90 strike, you'll need enough capital to cover those shares at 90. So on this one, you would need like 9 grand to cover the shares on Disney at 90. Now, if you're doing a cheaper stock, like let's say PayPal, right? Well, actually, it's not that cheap. Let's say you were doing DraftKings whenever it was cheap, right? You could have been selling puts on DraftKings at like the 20 strike, which would only require 2,000 in capital. Like, you have to have the money to get the shares, because you got to realize that like you're going to be picking up 100 shares from selling that put potentially. So you got to have the money for the shares, or else it won't let you enter the play. It's definitely more for like larger accounts. What do you think MU at its current price? Let's see. And we have tons of videos about this too. Let me find the video from 2021 because it's still relevant today. It's awesome. This video is called The Best Options Trading Strategy for 2021. It's honestly the best one like forever, I think. Yeah, it is kind of like insurance, Jane. Yeah, in a way. As long as you like holding the stock for the long term, it's okay to sell puts. If you don't want to hold the stock long term, though, I would never sell the put, because it's very important to have that. It's important to know that, because you don't want to get stuck in something. How do you manage your risk effectively if selling Mara calls at 125 like you were talking about? Can you put a stop loss still? Well, here's the thing is, SH, with Mara, you're going to be selling the 125 strike call. So essentially, all you have to just look at is, like, look, if it goes above 125, it's going to show that you're in a loss for a little while. But the big thing is like, if it does end up going above there, you just grab your shares. You don't really take a huge L or anything like that. You just end up grabbing those short shares. Now, here's one thing that could happen, SH, is like, let's say that Mara goes up, right? And it goes from 30, where it is now, all the way up to like 80, right? Those call options are going to explode. In the short term, they're going to explode, because the implied volatility is going to shoot up. But we got to keep in mind that as this gets closer to expiration, SH, that theta decay is going to start killing it. And as long as it's under 125, you're going to win, because as it gets to expiration, if it's under 125, it's going to go to 0. You know, that's just how they work. So as long as it's under 125 on expiration day, you're going to collect all that premium and you're just going to walk away fine. It might go up a ton short term, But you just have to keep holding it, holding it, holding it. And if you do end up having to buy the shares short, then fine. Then you just have to buy the shares short and you get premium for doing that. Granted, at that point, the premium won't really matter, but that would be how that works there. And, you know, like I said, short term, if Mara does pop, you're going to be losing short term. It's going to look rough. Trust me, it's going to look rough. But you just have to understand how that position works and know that you can hold it up to that 125 point. And even if it goes above 125, we all know Mara isn't really a sustainable stock above that. So even if it does break 125, you'll then just be holding shares short, like right here, so that like as that stock starts to dip back down into normal ranges, you're just gonna make a killing because those shares that are short are gonna end up exploding. See, if you sell a call and you get assigned shares, the shares are short. If you sell a put and you get assigned shares, those shares go long. So that's kind of how you got to look at it there. Because some people might get confused between that with selling puts and calls. Like I said, selling calls, if you get assigned the shares, they will be short shares. If you get assigned on a put that you sell, it's long shares. AMD book map, please. For sure, Jason. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get that thought out real quick. Wow, 150 is huge on the book map on AMD. Even 149 is pretty damn big there. 178,000 shares at 150. That's going to be a tough level for AMD to break. Even this one's going to be tough, but man, 150 coming up is going to be a fun one, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, wheel strategy is one of the greatest things ever, Sean said, and yes, that's essentially what I was just explaining, was like the wheel strategy, essentially. Can I do a Mara book map? I guess I can. I don't want to be encouraging you guys to be trading that, though. But we'll look at it. Book map of Coinbase? Alright. We'll look at a couple book maps here, but if you guys really like the book map, guys, you gotta check it out on their website, guys. Seriously, check it out. The book map is awesome. Not enough people actually end up buying the book map, so let's go, guys. See if you can check out book map if you want to get some more. All right, hopefully it loaded up. Nice, Mara. Here's Mara on book map. You can see a few big levels here, like 30 bucks is pretty huge, 51,000. 30 and 31 is huge here. I mean, there's a ton of shares overhead. Granted, this is a pretty cheap stock, so and it has a lot of hype right now, so. But this is what it's looking like. 29 has decent buyers coming in here. 30 and 31 are major resistances. It's like 89 or 29, I mean, though, there's a ton of buyers, like 85,000 shares stacked. Not bad. Coinbase, we'll check that one too real quick. For SM, please put AMD back. All right, Jason. For a second, here's AMD again. There's that 150 level. There's not really much underneath us here. Like, not a lot of buyers coming in underneath, but there's a ton of resistance overhead, so kind of scary there. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Hope everyone's having a good morning. I'll be right back, though, guys. I gotta run and grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. Chad said, why can't I see all that on level 2? Because this is like essentially like level 3, Chad. It's not as, it's just a ton more data. I don't know the exact specifics why, but level 2 I know is more like around like at the money and stuff, and it'll switch as you like get closer to the money. But A and D is, or I mean, Bookmap is just a totally different platform here. I'm not sure why that is though, Chad. That's a good question, actually. This is pretty much, though, just like visualizing the level 2 in a way. It like visualizes it, and this is showing like all the orders that hit the market at once. Like, for example, like on TD Ameritrade, they might not have access to like, you might not see all the same orders that like somebody on like Lightspeed trading might see on their level 2, for example, because the data feed might be a little bit stronger or quicker, or, you know, I'm not sure the difference there totally, but be right back, guys. Got to grab the water. All right, here, I'll throw Coinbase back real quick for you. SM looks like 185.50, 186 are huge. All right, guys. I am back. Let's go. Had to grab that water real quick. Sorry about that. Gosh, I just cannot get my... I hate cold weather, guys. Sheesh. Still can't believe it snowed yesterday here. Corbin said, I'll take a beer. Oh, man. I would take one, too. Tesla, 4 straight red candles on 15-minute. Whoa. Yeah, it looks pretty rough. Rough morning, but it's sitting right at 260. Big support. Huge support coming in on Tessie. At least we're bouncing off 260. I'm sure a lot of people were looking to scalp it down there. Where's all the dip buyers at today? I'll bet you there was a couple dip buyers here on Tessie at 260. I know it might be hard, but sometimes in the moment, picking up that bottom and buying it right off of there is a great, great thing to do.
One on defect.
Huge wicks on Tessie Prayer, it said. Yeah, those are some pretty big wicks. NIO, Joe said. Let's see, NIO. Yeah, $9.50 resistance overhead. Not good. I wish it could break there. I wish it would break. Come on, Neo. Get up through there for us. Can we just get SPY up to 480 already to see what we're gonna do? Let's see, SPY. I wish. It looks like it's gonna try to make a little run for it here. Look at that 1 minute. It's actually not bad. TSLA even. Maybe coming back off that low 260. If these stocks start coming up off supports, it's gonna start to look pretty dang fun. Let's go. Looking fire. You guys think I did good with this? Or is this a bad one? I'm curious. Hopefully they like it. Hopefully. I kind of like this one. This Ultra one's kind of cool. Ultra 2. But, I don't know. At that point, it's just so big, it's almost like it's not even a watch no more. I still can't believe that they won't let you buy them on their website. Like, they stopped the ban or whatever. They paused the FTC ban, and then now they're not selling them on the website still. Like, what the hell? Yeah, it was banned, but... I was looking at SPY Call last week and did the options profit calculator and was going to sell at 477. I would have made over 1K, but instead I focused on small things. Yeah, Jane, sometimes it's like that. SPY was fairly choppy, but I could see how that could be a pretty good trade. You know, it's always good to trust your intuition. Trust your gut on some of these things. I know you're into Zom right now. Zom's looking rough for us. You gotta look for that support to hold down here around 101. Crude oil in early next year could have a good move up, I think. Early part of next year. I'm not saying the whole year, but... Oh, you stopped out yesterday. Oh, I see. Yeah. Kind of sucks on that. I plan to get back in January for a summer run-up. Nice. Thoughts on Tilray for a long-term swing trade? You know, I actually am swinging shares of Tilray for the long term. Let me tell you my average price. You guys might laugh at it. I forgot what it is. Oh, I'm definitely losing. My average price is 2.83 on this. 2.83. So quite a bit higher than it is now, but for the longer term, I was buying it up in this channel over here. I'm trying to average in on it, but of course it's coming back a little bit. So if it gets back down to like below 2, I'll probably average in a little bit harder. But these MJ stocks are really just long-term holds for shares for me. I'm just going to buy shares and hold them down here really low. It's very cheap. So what I have to say about that is I would not swing it with options because we just simply don't know the time frame on these. Like, it might take 5 years, you know? So I know that sucks, but it could be the case. But so I'm going to just be buying the shares and just letting those go. And, you know, like when I buy shares of these marijuana stocks, I'm literally buying it and acting like the shares are gone. Like, I literally just act like they're gone. Like in Tilray, I got probably like a couple grand in there. It's gone. I'm just acting like it's gone. Literally. Same thing with Planet 13. Got like a grand in that one. It's gone. PLNH. Like, you don't have to have huge positions on these stocks. You know, a little bit can go a long way. There's no way I would put like more than 5% of my account into MJ. It just shouldn't happen. Just from like a risk and, you know, like if I was going to be managing a fund, I try to think about it that way. Like, would I be holding all MJ? Like, no. Like, you'll turn into the next Kathy Wood if that were the case. No, I was looking to get into the money calls, like gathering delta as if I have shares. Oh, I see. My bad, Jane. I was talking about the marijuana stocks. My bad. You're talking about MJ. So, like China stocks, you act like it's gone. No, China stocks, I would not act like it's gone. Like, if I was trading BABA, that's a bit different. You know, I would say that is more of like an investment on like something that is a little bit safer, right? Like marijuana, the whole sector is just, there's a big question mark surrounding it, right? We're waiting for these bills to go through Congress. We're waiting for presidents to get in who will support this. Like, Biden has not been supportive of marijuana. Whenever he got in, I was buying MJ stocks because I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be cool. Biden's getting in. It's going to make these MJ stocks shoot up, and they shot up a little bit. And then they came running back down, and everyone's like, well, what the hell, Tom? Why are they running down? Biden, he fired everybody who was working in his cabinet. If they said that they ever used marijuana, he fired them. After he already had hired them and had that pro-MJ agenda going, he did that, which really flipped the script, and it made people really upset about the MJ stocks. And just the fact that nothing could get through Congress was also just a big negative, and it just pushed these stocks down. You know, there's just such a big question mark. Like, at least with BABA, it's like an established company that we know is gonna generally do well. There might be something go on between the US and China, but it looks like till like 2025, 2026, that's not really in the picture. So, you know, at least you're dealing with companies that are well established, we'll just say. These MJ stocks are not well established at all. But one thing I like about Tilray is that they're trying to bring their brand back and get more into more established stuff. Like, they actually own a bunch of breweries now, and that opens the door for them to be starting to make marijuana beer and stuff down the line, which could be pretty darn big. You know, those types of ways to ingest it are huge. Now, someone like me, a marijuana beer would be stupid, because you'd have to put like 500 milligrams in the MJ beer. But I feel like, you know, for the average person who could just eat like one gummy and be dead, then, you know, you drink a couple beers, whew, that might get you. But yeah, Bud offloaded. Yeah, they did. I wonder if Hunter Biden ever used MJ. Chad, you're gonna really start to piss people off, Chad. Oh, that guy uses crack, man. What are you talking about? You know, I'm not gonna show this picture to be mean or anything, but I have to say something with this, because I've gotta see this here. Or I just gotta show it. You know, like, guys, like, could you imagine if, like, Donald Trump's kids got caught using crack? Like, could you imagine, like, what would ensue, right? What would ensue if Donald Trump's kids were caught using crack and had a gun with the crack and has bad gun charges? Like, guys, like, no wonder the Second Amendment's under fire. Like, it's just mind-blowing to me. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because, like, I don't want to make it political and get people angry. But it's just that one thought. Like, could you imagine if that poor man's kids, if Trump's kids did that? Imagine what would be happening. Just imagine. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. Because it's true. And everyone, you know it's true. Jason goes, wait. No, I'm saying that, no, Jason, I'm saying that he's definitely not making it look any better. You know, you're not supposed to have drugs around guns, you know, what I'm saying is, like, the people who want to take the guns away, essentially, is what I'm saying, are the ones, kind of getting whack with the guns there, right? Like, that's a very unlawful thing to do with a firearm, is to have one around a scheduled drug like that. That is a huge felony, I believe. I mean, he should be going to jail. Like, if it was any of us, we'd be in jail. It's just how it is. And we wouldn't be able to buy guns anymore, as well. No, I'm not saying he's a hypocrite at all. I'm just saying just that one situation with the gun. That's all it is, because it's like, you know, it's like you want to take guns away from people who are bad people. But then your son was one of the bad people with the guns. Like, come on now. Like, you know, like, I don't know. It just is weird. It's a very weird thing, isn't it? It's just weird. It's just flat out weird. It just makes you scratch your head. That's all I'm sitting here. I'm like, this is weird. Just remember, if it were the other way around. Oh, I know he's joking. But I know some people are, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to get too into it. It just... Man has to protect his castle. Even if it's made of cocaine and hookers. I don't blame him for having it, Jason. I just, you know... Jane. Oh yeah, I can't even read your comment there, Jane. That's gonna get people riled up. Tesla back into the green move. Let's see. Tesla coming back green. I hope so. What's your opinion on the outlook for Tesla on the rest of the day? Yeah, let's see. Tesla, 260 support. As long as we keep holding 260, I think there's a good chance it'll hold this all day long and come back. 260 is a huge area here. I don't really see it just, you know, falling down and dying under 260. I see it holding up like a little bit better than that. Seriously, I think it'll hold up a lot better. Way better. Joe, I like it. Sounds like a lot of spoiled, rich college kids got away with things. Yep, exactly, Joe. Exactly. It's all good. That's our country for you, yep. And then the other guy gets, you know, impeached for all that crap. I'm up 10%, Jane said. Nice, Jane. What are you on today? I bought the Tesla dip. Nice, Jane. That's a fun one. Good, good. I'm glad you got in on that dip there. That was a nice hit off support. Nice play. That's awesome. Nice. I'm glad you're up well on that one. I like it for a little dip buy there. Let's watch some resistance here. Let's see. Yeah, 261.70 is pretty big resistance. There's also resistance around like 262.50. Around 263, 263.30. Few levels coming up. They're kind of small intraday areas, but you might see little hits there. All right, Boeing, let's see. Still looking rough. How's Penn? Nice, continuing the run. What about Neo? Oh, Neo. Started falling back down a little bit. Dang, Neo, you're looking so good. It was on fire. Darn. That's too bad. Can Nvidia try for 500 and break through? It might. There's a lot of stocks right now that are running up into huge resistances all around the same time, Mike. And, you know, if there was any time that I would think that they could break, it's now. Now, one thing is that with Nvidia, it's actually already tested 500 a few times. So it might be easier to break on this test than the others, considering that it's already tested it like 2 or 3 other times here. So we need to be careful of it running up through there. It might, you know, Nvidia's a crazy stock. It's a crazy one. Don't forget about what Pelosi did. Oh, boy. I just talked all these politics, and now we're going to be doing, talking about Pelosi buying up Nvidia. It's funny how one of the most infamous insider traders is one of those people who always talks about, like, the big corporations need to come down and people need to pay their fair share, and, you know, all that. And then this one, insider trades like left and right. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy though. Like $5 million of Nvidia call options bought here. 50 call options at the strike price of 120 with an expiration date of December 20th, 2024. Yeah, Pelosi's known as like the Wolf of Wall Street, you know. She's just known as being one of those more bolder traders in Congress. Now there's quite a few, like if we go to capitaltrades.com, go to politicians trades, I mean, there's tons, guys, between Republicans, Democrats, and all around. So I don't want to just, you know, single out one party on this. Pelosi just happens to be super popular, is why we talk about hers so much. You know, like, let's say that, you know, I'm trying to think of a popular Republican here. Like, let's say that the Speaker of the House, I don't even know him right now. Or let's say like Jim Jordan started buying stocks. Or like, look at like Mitch McConnell here. Like, you know, this guy's out here buying stocks too. Like Wells Fargo. I mean, that's interesting. Bought some Wells Fargo. But look at that. It's only like $1,000 to $15,000 worth. You know, when Pelosi buys, she's also buying millions. So it just, you know, it's not like, I don't want people that be out here like, well, Tom, you're only looking at the Democrat trades. Like, we're not trying to. It's literally just because Pelosi buys millions worth at a time. Like, look at these numbers on the size on the right. That's literally the only reason why. There's definitely tons of cool trades, but Pelosi has a better record than others do too. Like, a lot of these trades are stupid. Like Max Miller here. Like, he's buying like a bunch of random crap. Like, I've never even heard of this stuff. Like New Water Capital Partnership. AIX Ventures Fund. Like, those aren't even stocks. Like, you can't even buy those. Maybe this guy. Yeah, like, here's a guy buying some more, you know, 50 to 100 grand worth of Amazon, right? Like, not bad. But still, though, just nothing to the extent of some others. I don't like her politics, but I have mad respect for her as a woman. Not easy being her. Yeah, definitely not. She could have made her life a little bit better, Jane, or, you know, maybe if she made more better decisions, she would have turned out a little bit better. But, yeah, she's definitely a mad respect. Also, Janet Yellen. I actually have more respect for Janet Yellen than I do somebody like Pelosi. Pelosi, yeah, I don't know if I could do it, but Yellen though, there's one that I like a little better. Yeah, that does suck. She probably did have to make a lot of sacrifices, but like kids and all that, yeah. That must be rough, Jane. It sucks. I feel like that right now. Like, I'm on here on the stream and, you know, my girlfriend's in the other room with the baby, and throughout the day, I'm sitting there going like, man, I gotta miss the baby all day, you know? Kinda sucks. Sucks for us dudes, too. No, I'm just kidding. It does, though, a little bit. You know, like, I gotta go to work and miss out on the kid a lot. It sucks. I feel her pain. I feel her pain there. Boeing starting to fall down here. We're looking at 260. AMD stopped at 149.80, Jason said. AMD. Man, that would be something if Nvidia really does break 500 here and she makes a killing on those calls. That would be so funny. They're the 120 strike, though, guys. Like, I just want to put that into perspective for you guys. Like, the 120 strike calls, okay? Let's see how much money these calls cost, because I'll bet you that these calls cost more than many of your guys' trading accounts are even worth. Let's see. The 120 strike calls. Oh my god. Guys, these calls cost 38 grand. 38 grand per call option. So she bought 50. So let me do 38,000 times 50. That should be close to 5 million, right? Oh no, it's 1.9 million. So, but I don't know what the price of those were when she bought them, but it might have been a little bit better or etc. But wow, $38,000 per contract on those. Like, with Nvidia's price right now, like, you know, just from what I've seen with people joining up on streams and stuff, you know, people would probably look to go out of the money for a breakout play here, like maybe looking at like, you know, 520 or 550 or 600 or something nuts. You know, and Nancy P out here going with 120. I mean, we're talking in the money by, like, the stock would have to go down like 90% for 120, but, oh, really weird. I thought the strike she used was really weird on that, but... All right, guys, let's not start arguing about the about the genders in here. We don't want to go down that path. Society sucks, and we just have to live it. You know, us bitching about it ain't gonna change anything. Maybe we could change our attitudes, though, and maybe then we can change things a little bit. Small steps at a time, hopefully. Boeing going lower, Sean said. Let's go. Oh boy, Jane identifies as a cat. I guess I gotta say congratulations. I don't know. Tom's still live. Came back. Hoping you still were. Yeah, let's go, Mason. Probably be around for another 30 minutes or so. Come on, Boeing. Starting to break that support, guys. 259 given out. Wow. Let's see. 1.89 million. Bro, they're 380K per call. Whoa, are they really, Christian? Did I read it wrong? My bad. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I just read it wrong. It could be possible, Christian. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's why. See, thank God somebody was looking into paying attention, right? Yeah, I normally don't deal with the options that are in the 300 mark. You know, once they get out to there, I generally am like, yeah, and I'm not dealing with that one. You know, so. But, yeah. Wow, I guess it is. 380K. But hang on, if she bought 50 of them... Hold on. 380,000 times 50. That's not right. You're wrong. You gotta be wrong, man. Because the filing's only 1 to 5 million on the position size. It's not 19 million, so... It's not 380K. Because she bought 50 contracts. Yeah, it's 38K, man. I think you're off, Christian. I'm thinking you're off, you know, don't get mad at me, but I'm thinking you're off. Don't quote me, though, but, because it can't be, because that would be 19 million, man. The filing's only for 1 to 5 million, you know, just do the math. Yeah, it does. It literally says that, Christian. It's on the filing, dude. Here. Well, it's on this. Additional information, description. Because, you know, on the filings, they can put descriptions. She put purchase 50 call options with a strike price of 120 and an expiration date of 12/20/24. We actually went over this earlier, but you might have missed it. Here you go, look. Here's the real filing. Right here. Description. Purchase 50 call options with a strike price of 120 and an expiration date there. They definitely have it in there, for certain. So I was guessing like the 1.9 million at like around 38K. I don't know exactly what it was at though when she bought it, the option. So, it's hard to say. It says 1122. I guess I could go back to that on the option and look at it. Let's see. Let's open it up real quick. Pop it up on the chart. let's see. So 11/22 was the date. I can't even go back far enough on the option to look. Ah, here we go, here we go. Found it. Yeah, so it's going for like, yeah, right around the 380 point, so very close. So 380 times 50, or 38,000 times 50. Yeah, 1.9 million. I kept seeing people saying like it was like 5 million and stuff, but I know that there's like a range, like when they do that, how it says on there like 1 to 5, they have to have a range, but okay. If that was though, that would have been nuts. Yeah, all good, Christian. You had me thinking, because, you know, it's not every day I deal with the options that are like $380. I was like, man, this is I'm thinking it's 38K, but I'm glad you said something, Christian, because now we looked into it a little bit more. You know, we brought up the filing, and yeah, now we learned about it even more, so looks cool. Boeing starting to break support, 259, giving out. Man, Boeing finally breaking out of the range. It's been stuck. Bought ZOM/Oxy long-term calls based on daily videos. Will there be a pop on them in the new year? So far, the negative. Yeah, so my views, I'm into some ZOM calls expiring in February. Bit of a hedge against the market, I guess you could say, too. But I really like the prospect of oil going up at the beginning of next year. I might even roll this one out and see how it's looking like maybe mid-January, end of January, and then roll it out, depending on it. But I'm looking for oil to pop off with like OPEC having some production cuts and different stuff like that. Let me see if I can find the... They're about to have another meeting, I believe. Let's see, OPEC meeting. They should have a meeting like for the new year coming up. Trying to find a date for it though. Ah. Here we go. All right, so the monthly report comes on January 17th. February... Oh, no, that was this year. Sorry. Wrong year. Here's the list, though. You guys want to see it? All right, so yeah, still January 17th. It's the same as last year, monthly report. Maybe they haven't given the meeting dates yet, but should be getting a meeting like, you know, beginning of February, I would assume, if we're going like off of last year's meeting dates. Or this year's, I guess. We're still in this year, but it's pretty much over. Cool. All right, going over to ZOM and the oil. But that's kind of what I'm looking at with oil coming up next year. I'm trying to find that meeting, the damn meeting dates, but I can't find them. But essentially, we're looking for OPEC to go ahead and, you know, we're looking for them to try to move the price up of oil a little bit. You know, we're trying to see oil inventories also moving the price up slightly as well. Beginning of this year, there should have been some inventory news coming in today. I think it might have actually just hit. Maybe that's what's sending oil up a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, it hit. It hit. Nothing too crazy, it looks like, for now. But crude's starting to pop a little bit at this news here. You can see it's starting to pop off at 10. It's going to be a play where you just have to be patient with it. You know, it's going to be a play where you got to really give these stocks time. They're around big supports. We got to see these supports hold. As long as they hold, we'll be good to go. With ZOM, I'm really watching like $100. You know, like if we start to really break under 100, it's going to be tougher for me to hold that. I'll be honest. I'll probably have to sell and then look to get again. Inventory up, prices come down, but the inventories weren't really up a lot. They're honestly just normal. So the prices are going up right now, Manny. So all I'm saying is whatever that happened with the report today, it's been up since then. So it doesn't always mean that, Manny, just so you know. Inventory, it doesn't always mean that. If it's just a little bit. Now, if there's like a big difference, it'll make a big jump and it'll make crude go nuts. But for the general aspect, you're right. But yeah, if it's just a little report like today, it's not gonna be a big thing. I'm really looking for OPEC to do production cuts, okay? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for them to start talking about that a little bit more hardcore here as we enter the beginning of the year. And I think that's what's gonna drive prices up. So I don't care about the setup with oil. I don't care about anything. I'm really just looking at OPEC here. I'm looking at OPEC, and I am also looking at ZOM around $100. That's another one to look at. Because you can use 100 as a decent support. If we break under there, short term, get out. Oh, gosh. XOP. Oil and gas ETF. Nice. Yeah, this is a nice one. I like this. It incorporates gas a little bit more, it looks like. I'm not sure exactly what is in XOP, but I do like this one, you know, to the upside generally here too. This is actually a pretty good setup. I like the way this is setting up, even better than crude itself. Even like the setup better that way. We're really looking for crude to dip down here momentarily and then start to come up off this support. Really close to 72. We don't even need anything crazy. Just something like 78 to 80. All we need. Don't even need anything too nuts. It's not like I'm thinking oil's going to go up for a year or anything like that. Literally, maybe the first quarter of next year. Close some of the stuff I had open here. There we go. When do those dividend calculations, when they do those dividend calculations, how accurate are they? Like the people on YouTube that claim they can retire in 20 years off dividends. Jane, essentially, it's just, you know, you're just calculating out the dividends. You know, you'll essentially use a calculator. You can also do, like, special dividend. Well, I'm doing it like the old-fashioned way. There's ways to do just, like, dividend calculator here. You can actually do this and, get on some of these websites. So, like, Portfolio, distributing, we're gonna say quarterly. Just distributions. Yep, we're gonna drip, which means we're gonna reinvest our dividends. Our starting principle. So like, let's say you start with 10 grand, right? We'll just make it smaller so it looks nice here. Let's say you're putting in 500 a month. I'll just make a number that I think most people could come up with. So we'll say 500 a month. Annual contribution. So what's 500 a month, guys? What is that? What does that come out to at the end of the year? I think it's like 6 grand, something close, right? It's got to be something close. Dividend tax rate. Yep. So let's say you're getting taxed on these dividends because you have to factor that in, which sucks, at least most of the time, unless you're just doing a straight up like Roth IRA or something, which is, that's fair, but we're just going to act like you're not. We'll just leave it at 15% because I don't know what anyone's really getting taxed at out there. Initial annual dividend yield. Here we go. We're going to go with, let's just say 6%. Let's say that we take it a little bit higher. Expected annual dividend amount increase percentage per year. Yeah, we'll just keep it at 3%. Years invested, 20. So here we go, Jane. If you stick with this, okay, and you calculate out the dividends, look at the money here. Okay, we're looking at $10,000 starting, $6,000 a year put into this with your dividends and everything and growth and, okay, share price appreciation. Let's say we put this at like 8% because you want to, or 10, because you want to be around like what the S&P is, right? All right. So that puts your ending balance at like $571,000 after 20 years, a total return of 339%, an average annual return rate of 7.69%. Total dividend payments. So you'll make 90 grand off dividends over that time. You don't really make that much from the dividends. More of, you actually make it from the shares accumulating price, okay? That's really the biggest thing. Shares going up is gonna make you more money than dividends ever will. For example, look at Berkshire Hathaway. Go look at their total portfolio. 50% of their portfolio has been Apple, right? Does Apple pay dividends? Not really. It's very low. Let's see the rate. It's stupid low. They might as well not even pay them, honestly. They probably only do it for like weird reasons. It's 0.5%. Like, there's no point in even having a dividend on this stock. But, well, there might be something, you know, with like their accounting that might want it there. But for the most part, you know, like no one buys Apple for a dividend, right? They want that share growth. And as long as you can beat like 10%, which is like what the S&P 500 is essentially at, you know, you're going to get that good share growth, so. Hey, appreciate that, Jane. They see the no work, no income that can pay their bills. Yeah. But this type of stuff, guys, is huge. This is why we talk about running a long-term account, guys. Like, you know how, like, in Discord, you guys probably get a little annoyed sometimes, you know? Because we're like, hey, you guys need to start looking more at long-term stuff. This is why, guys. Seriously, this is why. Because compounding year over year over year, these stocks generally do really damn good. Like, really, really good. And this is just an average expected share appreciation of 10%. That would just be like buying the S&P. Let's say we put the dividend yield at 0 and the dividend increase at 0. Let's see how much that affects it here. Yeah, it affected it by like a little bit, but still, I mean, it wasn't as much growth from the dividends that people were expecting. It took about 100% of return away, which is quite a bit. But I also had the yield pretty high. You should probably keep that at 4% and keep the growth at like, I don't know about the growth, but I'm just going to keep it at 2. You know, maybe like 500%, 500 grand after the 20 years or something. Like, you guys can play around with the numbers a little bit on here, but I really like looking at that because it's harder in the short term to understand how good the long-term accounts can be. Like, look at DraftKings here, guys. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, as DraftKings has been going up this year, it's been like one of the coolest things ever. You know, like, whenever these stocks start moving up and you're buying them on dips and you're getting them on these runs, it's so much fun. And we talked about this last night a lot. We should have brought the calculator up on the video. That would have been sick. That's cool. Hey, I appreciate that, Xbox. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. You think TeraWolf's a good long-term BTC miner? I have no idea on that, X8. I don't know anything about Bitcoin. I don't know anything about Bitcoin miners. I follow the ETF news. I'll look at Mara and Riot for momentum. But as far as, like, true mining knowledge and stuff, that's not up my alley. I could probably get a computer to run and mine some if you want me to do that, but I don't think I could, I'm not knowledgeable enough on, like, how much they're mining or what miners the better ones or anything along those lines. That's a little bit tough, I think. China, China, China. I need a laugh right now. China. It's coming into play, huh? Trump, China? 5 minutes straight of China. I can't even find the same video I had. Darn it. Here it is.
China, 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 China now, China, China.
China? Speaking of China, how is China stocks? Like Baba, Baidu, it's looking great today still. Glad to see that. They popped off this morning, started coming back up a little bit. I know Penn's not a China stock, I just had to check. Let's see, JD, Baidu. What about NEO? You know, what our favorite China stock lately? XPEV, XPEV. Michael said, I bought the 1-year premium for Discord and it did not link to my account. Any guidance? You must not have used my link, number 1, and now Tom's sad. But number 2, Michael, yeah, you're gonna have to, Michael, did you see any of the directions when you checked out? There should have been directions on your checkout page on how to link those. Let me know if you did any of that or not, okay? Because that's gonna be That's going to determine whether or not they're linked or not, is whether or not you did those directions. As in, the directions should have had you email Mike and do a couple things to get that done. But just let me know, Michael. If not, you can just send me a private message on Discord with your email, and I will link them for you. Or you can just send your email here, whatever you want, but I wouldn't do that.
One on defect.
It's past midnight here, so I'm logging out. Thanks, Tom. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Yeah, sounds good, Michael. Make sure you ping me up. Seriously, I'd appreciate it. If you guys are looking to buy the yearly subscription, make sure you check out my link. Check out my link. I'm going to post it up here in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, guys. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys. You guys had a lot of nice things to say today. Really appreciate all you guys. Had some awesome conversations. Today was a fun stream. We got into all types of stuff. We got into some slight politics. We got into a lot of crazy stocks. Boeing finally broke support. Looking at long-term stuff. Looking at how to sell some puts, sell some calls. Man, we're seeing a bunch of this stuff. Bunch of fun stuff today. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're here tomorrow, too. Friday, the 29th. Let's have a nice end of the week tomorrow. Hopefully we can see some better breakouts. I know today there were only a few stocks running, like XPEV and NEO early on. The rest were just kind of dying off. So have a fantastic rest of the day, guys. I will talk to you later. And as always, bring in those profits out there. Have a great rest of your day, guys.
How dare you!
I'm sorry, Greta. I'm sorry. Gotta go. See you later.